Remember what we talked about? Yeah. All right, what do we talk about? Victoria, you remember what we talked about? No?
Not me.
Not me. All right, David? And then, yeah, Gabriel. This one's an easy one. It only has one function. Remember? What only has one function in our body? Because with our mouth we can talk, we can eat, we can spit like camels. Alright? But with this function, we only have one function. With this part. What is it? Sorry, don't do that. No. Huh? Eyes. Remember? Eyes. You're right. With ears we have one function to listen. With eyes we have also one function. That is to see. To see. Remember we talked about that eyes are the gate to the heart. And whatever you put in your eyes, whatever you look at, whatever nonsense you look at, or whatever good stuff you look at, it goes to the heart. Remember? So we talked about that. If you go watch a movie or something that's very bad, and at nighttime you get up and you're sweating and you're having nightmares because what you watch. It's pretty common sense, but sometimes you need that to repeat. It's like when you take a little seed, right? Who knows what a little grass seed looks like, right? Or a little wheat, and you put it in the soil and you keep watering. You put a little seed of an apple, what grows? Apple. What you reap what you sow. So if you put into your eyes, it goes to your heart. If you put bad stuff, right? Like Philip calls it Halloween stuff. You put bad stuff. What do you get out of that? Bad stuff in here. It's pretty common sense, right? So, David, my young man, what do you do when you throw a rock at the glass? What happens to the glass? It breaks. That will always be the case. I mean, of course, it depends on how hard you throw it, but that would always be the case. If you watch scary stuff, what happens is it goes into your mind and then goes to your heart, and then you can't sleep. Sometimes we as people, we as children, we need a reminder that don't do that. Why? That's what parents are there for. That's what happened to the whole week. That's why we get tired. It's because we keep repeating the same thing over and over. Don't do that. Or when like me and my friend this morning, we had to go through lying is a sin all over again. We as parents, we have to remind our children. I have to remind you that what you watch is going to be right here. Mason, you ready? So we go in the eyes, through the heart, through the head, brain, and into the heart. Okay? Eyes are the gate to the soul. Mathew chapter 6, verse 3. Mathew chapter 6, verse 3. All right. We did not nap today. It's okay. We got time. All right. All right, Philip. Raise your right hand. Oh, good guess. Oh, good. Where's your left hand? Oh, good. Good. All right, you're going to like this. David, next question. Where's your right hand? Good. Where's your left hand? Good. So you can understand what I'm going to tell you. All right. Gabriel, you know how to read. Take it from here.
When thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth.
Next verse.
That thine alms may be in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly.
Thank you. I'm going to translate in a different. No, it's the same translation. What does it mean? I'm going to translate it in, summarize it. When your left hand, everybody left hand up in the air. You did good the first time. Both of you did good the first time. This is your left hand, the other hand. Good job. When your left hand does not know what your right hand is doing. What does that mean? So when you help somebody, now listen to this. When you help somebody, when you give away, Philip had his birthday, when you give away your money, your left hand does not know what your right hand is doing. What does that mean? That means you give freely. You give and never remember. For what? And the next verse, for your heavenly Father will reward you. You give it in secret. You don't do one of these, hey Philip, hey everybody look, Philip, happy birthday. No. He's saying do it in secret. When you help somebody, do it in secret. Why? Because your heavenly Father in heaven will reward you for it. That's why. So when you help somebody, or you give somebody your little toy, don't say, hey Victoria, look, I gave him a toy. No. Do it in secret. That way your heavenly Father, which is God in heaven, will reward you. So the functions of left hand and right hand is for what main purpose? Is to do
bad things.
No, close. The opposite of bad things. Is to do
good things.
Good things, that's right. Your purpose of your left hand is in your right hand is to give. It's not to take, but to give. So why did God give us hands? David, this is an easy one. Why did God give us hands?
To give.
To give, that's right.
And help.
And help, that's right. To give. To give. To help.
And to get things.
Huh?
And to get things.
Now we'll talk about that later.
And
It's to
eat.
and to eat. But most important is to give. To give. When your left hand does not know what your right hand is doing, meaning you give, and you give again. Don't write down in your little notebook, today I gave to Mason a little candy bar. Everybody must know. You'll be surprised that the older you get, the more you want to say how much you help people. It's natural. But God says, your reward will be in heaven. Philip, do you hear me? Your reward will be in heaven. It's not on this earth, it will be in heaven. So David, you got a very good haircut. When you do good, do it in secret. That way your heavenly Father will reward you. Okay? Philip, when you do good, don't show it in front of Victoria. But just do good. Do good. That way your left hand does not know what your right hand is doing or how much it has given. Purpose of your hands is to, all together, give. All right, all together. Ready? Purpose of your hand is to
Give.
all right. Good attitude. Very positive influence.
And to hold.
Help, that's. All right. Any prayer request? Any prayer request? Any prayer request? Anything? Gabriel, welcome back.